Hello dear students. So let us discuss about the dicarboxylic acids. So dicarboxylic acids are nothing but the organic compounds containing only two carboxyl functional groups are called as the dicarboxylic acids. So their general formula can be written as COOH CH2N times COOH. So where N may be 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. For example, see here when N is equal to 0. So this N value when N is equal to 0. So the formula of the compound will be COOH twice. So the name of this compound is oxalic acid and its IUPAC name is ethane 1, 2 dioic acid. So similarly, if N is equal to 1, so once if one CH2 group is present along with the two COOH group, so the name of this compound is commonly called as malonic acid and its IUPAC name is propane 1, 3 dioic acid. So similarly, if the oxalic acid, that is the carboxylic acid, contain two CH2 groups along with the two COOH groups, so then it is commonly called as a succinic acid and its IUPAC name is butane 1, 4 dioic acid. Okay, so like that the dicarboxylic acids are those organic compounds which contains only two carboxyl functional groups. Okay, so let us discuss about the properties of the dicarboxylic acids. Okay, so let us discuss about the properties of the dicarboxylic acids. Properties of dicarboxylic acids. Properties of dicarboxylic acids. Okay, so first let us see the action of heat. The action of heat on oxalic acid. Oxalic acid to adipic acids. Oxalic acid to adipic acid. So when oxalic acid is heated to 150 degree Celsius, so that is, so this is oxalic acid. So when oxalic acid is heated to 150 degree Celsius, it forms formic acid liberating carbon dioxide gas. So this is formic acid. Formic acid. So next, let us see how malonic acid reacts. So that is, so this is malonic acid. So malonic acid when heated to 150 degree Celsius, it forms acetic acid by liberating carbon dioxide. So this is acetic acid. Okay. So next, so let us see how succinic acid. Next example. So what happens when succinic acid is heated, or what is the action of heat on succinic acid? So when succinic acid is heated to 300 degrees Celsius, it forms an anhydride. It forms an anhydride, that is succine anhydride. So this is succinic anhydride. Succinic anhydride. Okay. So next example of dicarboxylic acid is glutaric acid. Glutaric acid. So let us see what is the action of heat on glutaric acid. So it forms glutaric anhydride. Glutaric anhydride. So next, the last one is the adipic acid. Okay, adipic acid. So let us see. So what is the action of heat on the adipic acid? So this is the formula of adipic acid. So when adipic acid is heated to 300 degrees Celsius, so it will going to form cyclopentanone. So this is cyclopentanone, by liberating carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the action of heat on oxalic acid to adipic acid. So let us see the reaction of the tartaric acid. Reaction of tartaric acid. Reaction of tartaric acid. So under that, the first one, action of heat. Action of heat on the tartaric acid. So when tartaric acid is heated, so here we have two cases. When the tartaric acid is heated above its melting point, above its melting point, it forms the tartaric anhydride. Tartaric anhydride. So that is so this is tartaric acid. So tartaric acid, when it is heated above its melting point, so it forms the tartaric anhydride. So this is tartaric anhydride. So next case, so when the tartaric acid is heated strongly or heated with potassium bisulfate at 210 to 220 degrees Celsius to form pyruvic acid. Okay, so let us see its reaction. So when tartaric acid, so that is the dicarboxylic acid. Okay, so when it is heated with potassium hydrogen sulfate to about 210 to 220 degree Celsius. So the tartaric acid will going to form the pyruvic acid. So this is pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid. So this is the action of heat on the tartaric acid. So next one more reaction. So let us see. That is reduction with HI. Reduction with HI. So when tartaric acid is reduced with hydroiodic acid, so it reduces into malic acid, so then into the succinic acid. Okay, so let us see its reaction. So tartaric acid, when it is reduced with hydroiodic acid, so one water molecule and I2 molecules gets eliminated to form malic acid. So malic acid is also an example of the dicarboxylic acid. So this is malic acid. So further, after the formation of malic acid, it further gets reduced to the succinic acid. COOH. So this is succinic acid. Okay.